to Picturesque Pictures. If you're new here, I'm Vivian, a self-proclaimed cinephile. Let's get started! Jocelyn Morehouse's The Dressmaker makes use of the shift between colour film and a black and white palette. The combination is utilised in a way that enhances the film's key scenes, themes, and messages. By analysing how palettes are used in the film, it can help the audience's understanding of the director's intention as well as inspire future and current directors. The film, a drama comedy released in 2015, follows dressmaker and accused murderer Tilly Dunnage and her return to her hometown of Dungatar, seeking revenge. The vast, bland desert of the Australian outback starkly contrasts the brightly coloured and intricate costume designs in the film. This helps to draw attention to the use of colour in each scene. Cultural and psychological associations of colours with specific emotions, such as green with fertility and jealousy, and red with danger, passion, and fury, have been utilised throughout the film. The latter connection is exploited to emphasise the theme of revenge. The colour red is prominent in all scenes depicting Tilly's desire for retribution. Her nails, lipstick, and high heels are all this tone. The hue is also used for its other meaning of a warning and sexual desire when Tilly distracts the football players from their game. Studies show that red is the colour that the audience has the strongest reaction to, and so is associated with our strongest emotions of love and hate. In the final scene, when she sets fire to the town while all its members are out of play, red is befittingly seen in its full glory. Morehouse declares that Dungatar was always doomed to succumb to its innate deceitfulness. It mocks the flaws of the townspeople and draws attention to how materialism exacerbates the shallowness of the human race. The audience is led to believe that Morehouse has a cynical perspective on life, especially rumours in small towns, as she provides the pessimistic message that everyone is inherently malicious and selfish. Green, which the audiences see daily in nature, has come to be associated with the mundane and lifeless. The sage that Gertrude Pratt is initially shown wearing represents her humble origins. It's a relatively subdued tone, blending in with the eucalyptus leaves of the Australian outback. She attempts to fight against this perception of her, even adopting Tilly's signature red lipstick. Whereas on Tilly, this is a symbol of physical violence and can be seen as a murderer's brand. On Gertrude, this is a representation of her tendency to gossip, reminding the audience of the phrase, "words can kill." She even gossips about the upcoming play with other townsfolk in a room with a red-painted wall. However, the beading on the dress that stuns the room when Gertrude wears it to the ball is green. This conveys the message that one cannot change their origins nor their social status. Despite marrying a Beaumont, she will always be the daughter of a Pratt, and the townsfolk will never be as glamorous as Tilly's designs may make them appear. The poorest family of Dungatar, the McSweeneys, similarly blend in with the background. They are represented by down-to-earth hues such as camel and mushroom, which Tilly also wore in her childhood. Due to their poverty, the McSweeneys have been ostracised to the outskirts of town, and hence are the few people who show sympathy to Tilly, who has similarly been perceived resentfully. This explains why Tilly sparked a romance, albeit a short one, with Teddy McSweeney. The lack of modern films released in black and white, meaning the ones people have seen tend to be the ones that have held up over the years, leads to a distinct association between this palette and a feeling of timelessness. Morehouse uses this to her advantage in the flashback scenes by shading them in sepia, immersing the audience in the decade and distinctly separating this time from that of the main plotline. The lack of colour draws the audience's attention to the texture present in the scene. As such, the grayscale used in the flashback accentuates the dirt that Tilly's perpetrator kicks up, which can be seen as a representation of his similarly filthy attitude. It also changes how light is perceived, making scenes appear shadowy and gritty. This provides a sense of unease and sets an ominous tone, preparing the audience for the darker themes present in the flashbacks. Morehouse effectively uses two distinct colour palettes to separate timelines, enhance emotion, and ultimately tell a story. Red is used throughout to show revenge and tragedy through its association with Tilly. Green and brown cement the impoverished and show that money and status are rigid, not alterable. A sepia filter is used in the flashbacks to take advantage of the audience's association of black and white with the past. By making use of cultural and psychological associations between colour and emotion, Morehouse immerses the audience in her film. That's all. Thank you for listening. Don't forget to like and subscribe by clicking the thumbs up, the button, and the bell. Adios, muchachos!